Now let's solve this question. A train overtakes two persons cycling at 10 kilometers per hour and 20 kilometers per hour in 40 seconds and 60 seconds respectively. Find the length and speed of the train. So if you observe it, they are saying that it is overtaking. So when do you say overtake? When both are moving in the same direction, isn't it? And also nothing is given about the distance between the cyclist and the train. Therefore you can assume that both of them are actually at the same point in the beginning, right? So how to see this one is, you can assume that there is train and now there is a cyclist here, right? And again there is one more cyclist, right? And one cyclist is moving, see all of them are moving in the same direction. Now the train is moving, that is what, speed is not given, right? So let us assume that the speed of the train is s kilometers per hour. This is the speed. Let us assume that the speed of the train is s kilometers per hour, and the speed of one cycle is given as, one cyclist is given as 10 kilometers per hour and other cyclist is given as 20 kilometers per hour. Now the train is going to overtake this particular cyclist in 40 seconds and this particular cyclist in 60 seconds. Okay, so this is the case. Now what is it? There are two cycles and the train, all of them are starting at the same point and your train is moving this way. Okay, now let's compare the train, or let's just see this train and this cycle. Now let's see what is happening there, right? Now if we assume that this is the starting point and this is the a train, a cycle is just a point which is not having any length, then crossing is nothing but this ending point of the train has to reach this, right? So if we assume that the length of the train is L, then this point has to these 2 points have to meet. That is what you can assume. So this point where the cycle is and this point, these 2 points have to meet, and both of them are moving in the same direction. And as you know, if both of them are moving in the same direction, the relative speed is going to be difference of it, right? So when can it overtake? Only when it is moving at a higher speed. Therefore s is supposed to be higher compared to this. So coming to these two, okay, the train and this cycle, the relative speed is nothing but s minus 10. Okay, that is the relative speed in this case. Now using this relative speed, they are actually covering a distance which is equal to the length of the train in 40 seconds. Therefore this one, relative speed into 40, is going to be the length of the train. But if you observe this, s and 10, these two are in kilometers per second, but then this 40, this is in seconds. So you have to convert either everything into hours or everything into seconds. Now let us say I want to convert everything into hours. Then what can I do? I can divide it with 3600, right? Or if you want to convert everything into meters per second, then you can multiply it with 5 by 18. You can do anything. Let me multiply it with 5 by 18. Okay, so now what happens? If I multiply it with 5 by 18, then this entire kilometers per hour is going to get converted to meters per second, right? And now this is seconds. Now when I multiply these two, I will be getting the length of the train in meters. Got it? Now this is what? This is the length of the train when comparing the train with this first scooter. Now I can do the same thing with the second one as well. Now what will change? The second one will say, right, the relative speed between the train and the second cycle is s minus 20, and again I'll convert it into meters per second, and they are saying that it is going to take 60 seconds for us to cross, which means in 60 seconds you are going to cover a distance of L. Now we have to equate these two. If I equate these two are going to get cancelled, right? Then what happens? S minus 10 into 40 is equal to s minus 20 into 60, right? So it is going to be 2s minus 20 is equal to 3s minus 60. Now what do you get? S equal to 40, I think. S equal to 40. right? So what is S? S is the speed of the train. So we initially assumed that speed of the train is s kilometers per hour, and we found out that s is 40. Therefore, speed of the train is going to be 40 kilometers per hour. Got it? Now after getting the speed, you can find out the length. So as you know, the length equal to this entire thing, right? 5 by 18 into this, right? So see, what is it? Length equal to 5 by 18 into s minus 10. So s minus 10 is 40 minus 10 into 40, or you can also say 40 minus 20 into 60. Anything is fine. Now if you compute it, it is going to be 5 by 18 into 30 into 40, right? 3 tenths, 3 sixes. Okay, so I think you are going to get around 2000 by 6 meters, isn't it? Since you are doing it as 5 by 18, you are going to get 2000 by 6 meters, which is nothing but 1000 by 3 meters. Okay, you can convert it. So that is the answer, right? So what did we do? We have used two times. I mean, one case we compared the train with the first one, and other case we compared with the second one, and we equated the lengths. Since the length of the train is same, we are equating it. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177, and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.